definitely be done by this year, but I think let us work it out thoroughly before we give you an exact date. Okay?
Yesterday, President Mahathir said that the debt, national debt, is at 1 trillion ringgit. So can you elaborate? Our debt figure is higher than his published previously.
Yes. I think I would like to confirm what Tun Dr. M said. Indeed, it's above 1 trillion ringgit. And I think this is reviewed during the discovery exercise, where I think both all the relevant departments are able to start consolidating their numbers and their accounts. Previously, because certain files were not accessible, consolidation of the accounts and the reports were not available.
Can you tell us what the budget finances will be restating the budget numbers?
Let me get the exact numbers first. So we'll do the necessary adjustment. But as I said just now, also the fundamentals are still strong, and we are confident that we will be able to overcome these challenges. I think there would have, of course, necessary for some adjustment. But I think I will do I'll probably give a full-scale explanation when I get the numbers.
So with the rating agencies, right, you were talking about how even with the FSP coming in, you still have about 1% of GDP lesser in revenue. What are the first step measures that you are going to look into to balance these numbers?
Well, we are looking at several options, and I think we should be able to come to a reasonable exercise so that our fiscal position will remain healthy. And I think that would, of course, depend on, again, as I mentioned earlier, having a full, accurate view of our actual financial position. No, I think we have several measures that we are considering, but I would like to expand on that only when I get all the data in hand. Because now we are still, as I said, in the process of discovery. When we met the Auditor General, she was happy that for the first time she would have access to certain files that was not available to her previously. So I think we need to give our officials a chance to do the necessary consolidation. All right? Yes?
What happens if one MDB is not able to pay the sum?
Well, under the terms of the contract, if one MDB is unable to pay, and they have, of course, to write officially to inform us, then the government of Malaysia would have to pay. This is a back-to-back guarantee.
What is your feeling?
Dekat mana? Oh, saudara, sila.
Apa perasaan YB untuk menjadi sebagai daripada kerajaan persekutuan, dan mungkin jawapan YB terhadap kritikan terhadap orang yang YB menghadapi masalah di Semaram?
Oh, saya berasa tentulah bangga dan amat mulia sekali kerana ini adalah satu peluang yang saya tidak jangka sama sekali. Dan berdasarkan kepada pengalaman saya semasa di Pulau Pinang, tentu untuk memastikan bahawa sistem ataupun kesihatan kewangan negara Malaysia boleh dipulihkan, saya rasa kita mesti balik kepada prinsip-prinsip asas, iaitu sistem kewangan mestilah cekap, accountable dan telus, dan membenarkan kita punya pegawai yang berpakaran menjalankan tugas mereka secara profesional dan integriti. Saya rasa itu penting. Dan sekiranya kita boleh buat demikian, saya yakin bahawa sistem kewangan kita boleh pulih. Tentang soalan saudara tadi, saya telah ulang banyak kali bahawa tuduhan dan dakwaan yang dibuat atas kepada saya, yang dibuat oleh kerajaan lama, adalah semata-mata satu tuduhan yang bermotifkan politik dan tidak berasaskan apa yang sebenarnya. Tapi saya tak boleh tambah lebih daripada itu kerana kita perlu benarkan due process dijalankan. Tapi itu memang satu serangan yang bermotifkan politik dan rakyat pun setuju. Nah, itulah sebabnya saya sekarang duduk dalam jawatan ini. Terima kasih.
Wabi, Azmi Pembenam Malaysia Channel. Berdasarkan sidang media yang dilakukan oleh Datuk Seri Azmi Ali pagi tadi, beliau mengatakan bahawa kerajaan semasa akan mengkaji semula projek-projek pembangunan. So, adakah ini akan melibatkan pemotongan ataupun pengurangan bajet 2018 sedia ada?
Saya rasa semua option akan dipertimbangkan. Tapi saya tak mahu pergi secara terperinci. Sekiranya kita hendak buat sebarang keputusan, saya mahu rujuk kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri dulu. Kerana akhirnya mesti dapat restu daripada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri.
Datuk Seri, jadi bagaimana...
Saya bukan Datuk Seri, panggil saya saudara dah cukup.
Jadi berkenaan dengan bajet 2019 yang diumumkan oleh Datuk Seri Azmi Ali pada Oktober 19 nanti. So, adakah jumlah peruntukan bajet 2019 nanti akan melebihi ataupun kurang daripada bajet 2018?
Saya tak berapa faham apa yang Datuk Seri Azmi sebut tadi.
Dia mengumumkan bahawa bajet 2019 akan dijalankan pada Oktober 19 nanti. So saya ingin bertanya kepada YB, adakah peruntukan bagi bajet 2019 nanti dalamnya akan melebihi 2018 ataupun lebih kecil?
Ini bajet saya rasa kita akan umumkan tarikh selepas diputuskan oleh Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri dan Kabinet. So di sini saya belum fikir tentang tarikh yang patutlah. Tapi kita akan lihat keadaan sama ada kita perlu awalkan ataupun ikut masa yang dijadualkan. So sehingga kini saya belum buat keputusan tentang perkara ini. Tapi kita hendak mulakan proses penyediaan bajet. Saya rasa itu yang penting. Akhirnya tarikh saya rasa kena rujuk juga kepada Yang Amat Berhormat Perdana Menteri. Nak pastikan beliau ada kerana tak mau bila bajet dibentangkan Yang Amat Berhormat tak ada. So saya rasa itu yang penting. So, biar kita mulakan proses persiapan bajet dulu. Dan pegawai-pegawai saya pun sedang buat persiapan sedemikian.
Okay, well, Adam here from the Edge.
Ya, sila.
So in your in the process towards strengthening the nation's fiscal position, right? Tun Dahi has mentioned before that he's not too concerned about the sovereign credit rating. So do you share the same view?
Well, as I said just now, that the fundamentals of the economy remain strong. I think what is important is to clean up the mess that has been left behind. And I think the investing public knows that once you clean up the mess, you can only grow stronger. And what we need is a vigorous as well as a robust financial system and economy to put Malaysia on a higher level, on a higher economic level. So in terms of sovereign ratings, definitely I would agree that there's nothing to be concerned about at this juncture. But in the long term, I think it is good for Malaysia for us to clean up our finances. Come again? Together? Oh yes, definitely. I think as I mentioned just now, the fact that we do not want any so-called red files is to ensure that the consolidation can be done smoothly without any interference. What we want is an open book. Our finances, there must be an open book.
In terms of reducing the fiscal deficit, because there's some worries now that the fiscal deficit will increase moving forward, with the abolishment of GST and with the SST announcement still pending. What's your outlook on the fiscal deficit? Will you still stick to that fiscal consolidation agenda?
We'll see. But I think what is important is to maintain the financial health by ensuring that our current account our current account balance remains in surplus. So I think we feel that there will be some pain that we have to go through on a temporary basis. But in the long term, I think it is healthy if we can get our finances clean up. So as I said, I remain confident that that as far as the public wants to see is a stronger financial system, and where it is not only competent but also accountable, and most important of all, transparent. And that's why, as I said, we do not want any red files. We want our accounts to be able to be consolidated. Yes. Let me come back with you. Let me come back to you the numbers later, because I haven't got all the numbers yet. All right.
Just coming back to the statement you mentioned about how the past government is represented. The accounts, are you referring to one MDB specifically or the national accounts overall?
I would say both, both, but particularly one MDB, because one MDB would have an impact on our national accounts.
Just following up on that, in terms of the debt that's exceeding 1 trillion ringgit, is that more than was publicly disclosed, and what is the main factor for this? One MDB contributor, what is contributing to this debt of in excess of 1 trillion ringgit?
How do I answer that? Now, of course, one NDB is one of the main factors. But then again, I think some of this information was not fully disclosed. So I think it's important that we get on with our discovery so that we can get all information on the table. As I said earlier, and I have to emphasize this, we want our accounts, our finances to be an open book. Auditors should have full access. I think all the important Treasury officials, whether it's Auditor General or Treasury officials, should not be prevented from viewing these accounts. I think these professional officers should be allowed to do their job, and of course, to exercise trust on behalf of the people.
So the level of debt is higher than you expected then?
Well, it's higher than what was disclosed. But as I said, it also depends on how these accounts have been reported. So I think what the Prime Minister mentioned earlier is, of course, to state the actual state of affairs. Because I think the people have a right to know the true state of affairs. Yes.
Can I ask debate for a while? Can I ask who is going to be the new SecGen for MOF since Tan Sri Irwan Sharika has been transferred?
Can that announcement be made after I speak to the Prime Minister?
Tan Sri, what will happen to the Bumiputra Economic Empowerment Agenda?
Come again?
What will happen to the Bumiputra Economic Empowerment Agenda?
Oh, I think as far as the Bumiputra agenda is concerned, I think the Prime Minister has said that he will be organizing a congress, and we will be giving full support to the Prime Minister.
Maybe if I may ask, can you explain why exactly the personnel are not able to access these accounts that you mentioned?
Because they were barred.
Upon discovery of the files that were denied access for auditing, what sort of actions can be taken against those who have prevented?
No, these officials that did not want the files to access were acting under instructions. And I think you know whose instructions. Okay?
Well, back on the 1 trillion debt that you currently having, so adakah ini akan bermaksud Malaysia akan menuju ke arah bankrupt?
Sekiranya di bawah kerajaan lama, iyalah. Tapi di bawah kerajaan sekarang tidak. Kita akan selamatkan keadaan.
I also have one basic question, if I may ask. Can you tell the difference between the finance minister's role and the economic minister's role?
I can tell the difference, definitely.
Yeah, can you share with us some of the differences? Because maybe some of the public are not really aware about the differences?
Well, I think if you Google on the internet, I'm sure you'll find the answer. All right. Thank you. I think.
What is the rate that being considered as IMO for SST?
Kalau kita ikut manifesto Pakatan Harapan, ialah kita akan pilih kadar yang lama. So kalau kadar lama, saya rasa itu 10%. So sekiranya ada apa-apa perubahan, kita akan maklumkan. Tapi kalau ikut manifesto Pakatan Harapan, kadar SST adalah 10%. Okay?
Okay, do we have a timetable for the review of the major projects agreed by the previous government?
Sorry, where are you from?
From China Xinhua News Agency.
I think we need to have a reassessment because these projects are also a contributory factor to our debts.
So what about some projects that are still ongoing? What about the money?
Well, as I've said, that these projects that you mentioned are also a contributory factor to our debt. So we need to assess it carefully. All right, thank you very much. Terima kasih semua.